So the more clients that I take, the more I realize that there are so many people who have confused emotional suppression with mastery. And what I mean by that is that they'll come to me, they'll say, I don't know what's wrong. I'll feel into their energy. I'll tell them what I'm feeling, where they should look at, where I'm feeling heaviness, things like that. And they immediately get defensive, like, I've worked through this in therapy. I've journaled about this. I've did this. I did that. Like, I don't think it's that. And we just sitting here having a motherfucking stare off like Future and the Interviewer, because I'm just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is what I feel. I think it's so many people who think that if you come back to an experience that you feel like you've grown from, you've healed from, you've alchemized, whatever the case may be, that's you going backwards on your journey, when healing is very much so a spiral. You're always going to come back to those same points and experiences because that's where the wisdom lies. But the next time that you come back, you're looking at it from a expanded view. You're looking at it from a higher perspective. But things that you've been through don't just go away or disappear. And I think because we live in a society that's based off of performance, there's so many people who try to rush through their journey. And they look at their journey from a linear lens, like, once I've handled this, then I've moved forward from it. I never have to go back. And that's just not realistic. You have to remain willing and open on your journey, because there's always going to be more. We are complex, multidimensional beings. I can't tell you how many times I've had to come back to the same issues and patterns in my life. But every single time I do, I understand myself better and I get closer and closer to who I am on a soul level. There is a difference between intellectualizing a situation and actually alchemizing a situation. When you alchemize a situation, it requires a vehicle for you to put that trauma into, and that could look like talking to your friends, therapy, mentorship, journaling. But it also requires presence, meaning you have to feel the emotion again. You have to get into the emotion again. You have to embody the emotion again, which means you have to either go into meditation, do visualization, sit in stillness with yourself. And society plays a huge role in this, because women are basically told that they need to prioritize everybody else's needs in front of their own and make it look good. And if they actually complain about it, then they're being too sensitive, they're too dramatic, they're this, they're that. And men are told if they feel their emotions or express their emotions, then they're weak. So everybody walking around terrified to feel their feelings, and everybody walking around thinking they just got to do more, they just got to perform, which really pushes you towards perfectionism. And the journey isn't even about perfectionism. It's about authenticity, which is honesty. It's about resonance. So you can't do more to get to the goal. You have to feel more. You have to embody more to get to the goal, which means you're always going to come back to the same point because you're spiraling inwards. So I don't know. That's my little random rant for today. I hope you're having a good weekend.